Hello to the lecturer and to those who will be encountering this video. My name is Naresh. I'll be speaking about my programming project today. Before we get into the demonstration of the game, we will first go through this on what we will encounter. First is introduction to the programming project, and then we move on to demonstration of our game, question and answers, and finally conclusion and further improvement of the game. The programming project is basically a mastermind game where you have to guess the color code set by the computer to win, and if you don't, you will lose. There's a number of rounds given where you have to complete guessing before those number of specific rounds, and if you don't get the correct answer by the end, you will lose. So you have to select the set of color from a combination of four colors given, which is red, pink, blue, and yellow. Hints will be given throughout the grounds, where it will show the number of wrong colors chosen and the number of wrong places. We now move on to the demonstration of our game. Okay, this is the game, and first we will see the game menu where it says Mastermind Start Game Instructions. And from here we can see that it is very simple and easy to understand, and also at the same time quite appealing. So to start the game, you enter 1, and to read instructions you enter 2, and to leave the game you just enter 3. When you're entering your choice, if you enter any wrong input, it will just ask you to enter again. So for example, this, you have to enter your choice again, or any random ones like this. So you have to enter the correct value, which is 1, 2, or 3. So since we're going to start the game, we'll enter 1. Here we can see that you can choose the number of rounds you want it to be. So your options are 7, 14, 21, and 28. So I want to show what happens when we win. So I will choose 14 first. And here, as shown before, when you're entering the input, you can see that if I enter any wrong input such as black, it will ask to enter again, or any number, or any other stuff, or any symbols as well. So first we will enter red. It doesn't matter if it's capital or lowercase, it will still accept it. So here we can see there's wrong place 3 and wrong color 0. So basically there's one red. Continue with blue. There's no blue here. And we continue with yellow. You can see there's 3 yellows and there is one red. So let's give it a try. Here we can see the correct answer was yellow, yellow, red. So it shows that the wrong place is 0 and the wrong color is also 0. Also shows that you are a mastermind. So here we get the choice again. If you want to play again, you enter 1. You want to read instructions, you enter 2. Or you want to leave the game, you enter 3. So we will enter 3 to just show you that we can just straight leave the game. Okay, let's go back to it. And okay, now let's try entering 2. So here you can see it will show the instructions given. And from here, if you want to start the game, you enter 1. Or if you want to leave the game, if you want to return back to the main menu, you enter 3. You will enter 1. And again it shows the number of rounds you get to select. So let's just select 7 to show what happens if you don't get the color combination. Okay, so if you don't guess it at round 7, it ends the game. It shows game over, you have failed to guess the right color, you are not the mastermind, and also shows you the correct answer, which was red, yellow, pink, and blue. So here you get to see, you get the choice again. If you want to start all over again, you want to play another round, you enter 1. Or if you want to return the game menu, you enter 3. So I will show you what happens if you enter 3. Okay, before that, let's enter any wrong variable, wrong element. So you have to enter the correct color. So let's just enter 3. So we come back to the main menu, and to leave the game, you basically enter 3 again. So we will go back to our slides. Okay, we are done with the demonstration of the game, and now we will continue on to the questions given and as well the answers. First question is about the interactive menu. So the interactive menu should be simple and easy to use because this will be the first thing the user will be encountering. It also has to be appealing at the same time. So in the interactive menu of my game, users will be able to select if they would like to play the game, read the instructions, or exit the game by entering the input as I showed before. Next, we move on to questions about lists. So the list is used when the user enters their desired color, which are then added into the list. The list is also used when the program creates a color code by using random function. These colors are then added into a list with using the append function. So I will show you where the list is being used here. This is my code, and you can see that there are colors list. This is also a list, and chosen color. Colors list is basically the correct color which the computer had generated, and chosen color is the sets of color the users have chosen. List is useful as it enables the program to store related data together, making it easier for the user to have access to it all of it at once. This is easier and more understandable and accessible. Next, we move on to the questions about the random. Okay, so these randomized values, which were the color, are generated with the use of the random function. The function chooses an element from the colors list provided and adds it into the list which the user has to guess to win. Okay, this means the color code that needs to be guessed will not repeat again and again every single time the same thing. Okay, I will show you where this function is being used. You can see here this is my color code where the computer will choose from. So this is my function. You can see here it chooses random.choice from color. So it chooses 4 times from the same list. So it can also repeat itself by going red, red, yellow, yellow, or we can also choose one by one. So red, yellow, blue, pink. Okay, this function is fairly useful when there is a need to select a variable randomly without any bias or influence from any other sources. Next, we move on to the decision-making questions. Decision-making is applied when the program has to determine if the inputted color is a correct color and has been placed at the right place. So without this, the program will not be able to run the game, and it'll be a game where you can never lose nor win. So it will just go on and on and on again. This function is used in problems where there is a series of procedures to complete to get the correct or desired input. So desired output. So I'll show you where this has been applied in. This is basically applied in player color, this definition here, where it has to choose if the color has been correct or if it is wrong. It is also used at the end where it will check if the color combination is same as the color generated by. Coming back to the slides, the iterative process is accomplished by using the definition function. It is absolutely useful in this project as I don't need to repeat the same exact codes multiple times, saving my time and will help reduce the number of lines of codes. The variable is useful when the same process has to be repeated, especially when it's in a loop that we'll be encountering a lot in this game. It helps minimize the number of codes and simplify, and also is useful when there are many repeating processes in this program. So I'll be a number. So here we can see that there's a number of definition function here where it is the introduction and it helps to choose the random variable. So if I input computer color, it will generate a list. And also definition player color, which asks the user's input and also checks if the color is correct. So we can see at the end here it's being implemented at introduction here, as well as computer color, and finally player color. Okay, in conclusion, this project has helped me a lot because I have learned very number of different variables and its functions and how to implement them correctly into the project to work seamlessly. I've also learned the importance of flowchart because it is the base of this project. So before I started doing all this coding, I created several flowcharts to understand how to make it work properly. So Mastermind is a game that has many potential to become a really, really good game. So there are different game modes I would like to create in the further future. In the future, I would like to improve this game by giving different modes such as timer where there's only a specific time where the user can input. So if it goes past that time, it is in the future I would like to improve this game by giving different modes. First is timer where there's a timer that counts how long you take to input, and if it exceeds a certain time, it will just go on to the next round. Next, I would like multiplayer where you can play with different people, such as 2 players, 3 player. And finally, a better and more colorful interface by learning GUI in the further future. Okay, that is all from me. I hope you enjoy my presentation and I hope you will enjoy playing my game. Thank you.